So earlier when I was outside, I knew I heard a door shut, and I was telling the guys inside, and me and Caden are out here, and sure enough, it sounded like a door or something opened down here, and should be nobody up here. So let's see if we can hear. Try to find out where this door is opening and closing from. Cause something opened up down here.
Definitely different equipment coming in.
Just sit here for a minute.
Is that the door was open?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a bathroom right there?
If somebody's here, we heard you close the door. Can you make that, open that door and close it again? If you're trying to get my attention, you caught it. You got my attention. This time, not only I heard it, but my son heard it as well. So Kate and I walked, we're on the 4th floor. We walked to where we heard what sounded like a door close.
Somebody's here. Can you go towards that little machine on the floor?
That's George and them guys coming out. Can you open and shut that door again? You can see we have the modified K2 on the floor here. Do you want us to leave? All right, we're going to be walking around. If you want to follow us, you're more than welcome to. Well, guess they don't want to interact. Stay tuned for more at City Hall.
It's just a scene, you know? But this was obviously put in back in when the building was built. Here, or was it with the better one? Oh yeah, this is the president. This is the actual president of City Council. His president office. That is his other office. The other one. unfortunately. They just turn the heat on, actually, so that's what you're hearing. Although it's weird, because on the weekend, they usually shut it off. And then it's only like in certain areas.
We're just running it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe somebody complained.
It's gonna get cold out of nowhere.
Shine now.
It just went off again.
Blame that on. Might have the recorder on if you want it off. Talking to that recorder. Hanging off of my truck.
That's a temperature fluctuation. Anybody? Oh, here it goes again. Right?
Yep.
This is called a trip line. That's energy.
They're blinking too, boy.
Can you make them lights blink again? Wow.
And we're getting it on video.
Thank you very much. You want to talk, you want to say something, stand next to Mike, he's got a recorder on him. Talking to that recorder, we'll hear you.
I have a question for you. If you've been following us all night, specifically if you've been following us all night, could you make these lights light up? Whoever's here, oh, there you go again.
Thank you. Pretty cool.
Just go to the lights.
You see these lights going off, John? Are you one of the city council members whose painting's on the wall?
Can you ask the question again? If it is a city council person with a painting on the wall, can you do that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
There's, how many of you, how many people are here? One light for one? Two for two? Two for two people? Three for three? One for one. One city council person? One, oh. Yes, ma'am. Can you tell us your name? Why are you here?
This is the most we've gotten so far.
I know. I felt weird when we came down here too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like did you have gas or?
Was it might be.
You just went to the bathroom.
I had some pizza earlier.
So we have down there, okay,
Wow.
okay,
Wow.
okay.
There was some green in there. Green, blue is 2 milligauss, green is 4 milligauss.
So a lot of times, one person's here because you know how to communicate with us. Are you bringing other people in with you? 4 people here now? If there are 4 people, can you light 4 lights up? 3 people? How many people?
I need to know how you feel about the city council. And how I feel about them. I'm sure you read my mind, but they're pretty bad, aren't they? Blink the light. Blink the light for yes. Don't blink it for no. I'm sorry, but they are. You're not getting any better. You're not getting any better. So, man. Philadelphia's in trouble.
So we're out here on the 4th floor, just outside the orphans court. And as you can see, so far since we've been here, we went through one hallway. We've been in the courtroom where H.H. Holmes and Gary Heidnik were tried. And now we're just on the north side of City Hall, just outside the orphans court, ready to get marriage licenses and stuff. And per what George said, there's usually a lot of disputes and fights out here, as you can imagine, when you're fighting for your children or if you're going through a divorce or something like that. We asked a lot of questions about if they're city council members. So you can see on here, these are painted pictures of city council members who've presided for the city over the course of years, looking back from like the 1800s. And you can see all here. And by far, this has been the most active we've been the entire night. The last video clip that we just did was over 4 minutes. I just couldn't turn it off with all the activity we were getting from the tripwire that Mike Zioli bought. So I hope you guys are enjoying the investigation so far tonight at Philadelphia City Hall. Again, if you guys hear anything or see anything that we're not capturing, in the comment section below, put in what you're seeing. I'm probably making you dizzy too as I spin around. But so far so good. I don't know what the other group has been up to. I haven't talked to anybody yet. But so far on the 4th floor, it's been pretty active. I mean, you guys seen it yourself. So stay tuned, hang out, and we'll catch up with you guys soon. All right, everybody, we are now on the 7th floor of City Hall, and the coolest part about, especially with me working here in the city of Philadelphia, and I'll show you guys, we have the police evidence room. So we're gonna set up Mike's tripwire, we're gonna have a couple EVP sessions. So just think about this, in the evidence room here at City Hall, you're gonna have murder weapons in here, you're gonna have probably bloody clothes, I mean, any kind of crime somebody faced here in the city. Prior to the court hearings, the evidence is processed in City Hall up here on the 7th floor. So we have the team setting up right now, and hang tight. We'll get some video of there was a EVP sessions and stuff outside evidence.
No, there's a if you want that here, you can. If you say
We are
take my energy.
outside the evidence room, and we have a tripwire set up. We have John McDevitt, we got Harry Bradley, Georgie Feinstein, Jorge Como Esta Amigo,
What's that?
Mike Zioli,
Hello.
and Caden. And this right here is the actual room to evidence. And again, I mean, there's murder weapons in there, and, guns and knives and bats and clothes. And as Mike was setting up his REM pod there, the little red device here, we were already getting a reading from it. Whoever's here with us, you touched the antenna on that one device with the red light. You able to touch that again? If there's anybody here that was a victim of a violent crime, and I don't know if you know you passed away, but we have these devices out here that could help us communicate with you. We have a box there with a little green light on it. If you walk by that or touch it or whatever, it'll make the lights fluctuate. And next to that, with the antenna with the red light, That's Glenn Orwin. He's not an entity.
Yo!
Look at his motley crew coming through.
Scaring them away.
So stay tuned after we come back with this crew.
So we're roaming around all levels of City Hall tonight, and we decided to put up a Arlo live camera in one of the, which we call the flag room. That's what they call it down here, or we call it the 1776 room. Why it's called that is because the bicentennial 1776 to 1976, there was a whole bunch of decorations outside for City Hall and all. Well, all those old decorations went into this isolated room that's way off in the background. We're on the 7th floor right now. The back door is on the 7th floor. So as I was leaving, I asked, well, let me back that up a little bit. Years ago, probably about 10 years ago, we were up there, about 5 of us, and we got a disembodied voice on recording. And at the time, we couldn't make out what it was saying. After it was actually played back in slow motion, it was what sounded like a male entity saying, "Can I come out now?" So we've always been pretty interested in this particular area. Somebody who's obviously spent time, there's old chairs up against windows up there, old cigarette packs. It's probably an employee that's been there, you know, retired out of this place somewhere in the 50s or something like that. So anyway, long story short, we put 2 cameras in there and we decided to go down to the basement area. So we're, like I said, we were on the 7th floor. As we were in transit, the one spy point camera detected movement and went off. I'm gonna put up the picture later on the page. Something's in the photo that I just can't describe. I don't know. So it was taken at 8:56. This is up against some ductwork in the abandoned storeroom facing down the aisle, and something's been happening back here. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on in here. There's some kind of mist or haze, or it looks like some kind of horse or pig, or I don't know if it's a piece of carpet that's up against a beam that we just didn't recognize. But there's some kind of, there's a haze or something going on in here that I just can't figure out. And what's weird is I no sooner asked and left, and a couple minutes later the camera went off, and that just detects movement. So we're actually going to go in there now and pull those cameras out and do an EVP session, and we'll see what we get.
That's his room.
All right, everybody, we're coming toward pretty much almost towards the end of the investigation. We are now in the bowels of City Hall. We are in the basement, and there is a lot of cool areas to check out in this basement. But before we go on to that, I want to tell you guys a little story of a personal experience that I had with one of my past investigators. As you can see, the table's still here. So me and one of my investigators, back in, I guess, 2015 when we were investigating, we're sitting here on this table. And from around this way, we heard footsteps. As you can see, the corridors is not long at all. It basically stops right there. Anyway, we're sitting there, quiet as can be. We hear the footsteps. We both, my investigator and I both looked at each other, and kind of like one of those simultaneous things, like together, like, did you hear that? So we jumped up and we walked around here, and again, there was nobody there, unexplainable. So again, we are down the bowels of City Hall. We are in the basement. We're going to pan this around and do some EVP sessions, see if we can get any responses from our EMF detectors. So hang out. This is the end of the investigation. So again, if you guys hear anything, you see anything, do us a favor, put it in the comments section below, and we'll see if we can answer your questions.
What's that?
You see, we got the team's got the tripwire out, which I didn't see and almost tripped over. Look at this old, looks like some kind of a cart. Pretty cool.
Loves you.
I think you'll find the cornerstone is around here somewhere. Here's the sub basement.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's open. We gotta go down there. We have to go down there now. It's open. Oh, there's a
Yeah, another.
like maybe bread if I walk under there.
This is all wet.
Oh no! Oh no! That's all spiders under here. You don't want to go down here. I'll go see what's up.
So here we are, we're down in the basement area, and behind this one door at one time, we're locked the fuck in.
There's a door right here too. I think it's right.
Georgie! Alright,
Oh, thank God.
alright, we're now locked in. So, look at the tiles in here. How pristine it is. I've been looking for this room the entire night. For some reason, I don't know. Yeah.
So it's a lot.
It's a what?
It's, I think it's where we came in.
Huh?
Where we came in, right? No.
I don't know.
It's a different part of the bar.
Yeah, this ain't it. Well, that's pretty much it for tonight at City Hall. I want to thank you all guys for tuning in and watching Olde City Paranormal do its investigation of Philadelphia City Hall. Just 10 days away from Halloween. We got some really good activity. And again, if you guys hear anything, you see anything, in the comments below, put in there what you see, what you hear. And again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And for John Levy, John McDevitt from KYW, Caden, and Harry Bradley, you guys have a good night.